Trying to get the Wi-Fi to work. Wi-Fi is screwing up. There. Had to reconnect me after I was trying to figure out what was going on with my Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi wasn't connecting correctly. Um, which gotta love when it doesn't do that. But wanted to jump on. Um, Basically, there was an item that I had. Well, it was supposed to be coming from tophatter.com. It's where you do bids on items and stuff like that. And I had actually gotten a bid on a one of those DVR video cams for your automobile, and I basically was supposed to have gotten that item. I was going to do a good review on it, show you guys what that DVR camera for your automobile looked like and everything, and how it works. But apparently, that's not going to be the case. I kept checking the tracking number, and I guess it was supposed to be here by the 20th, and here it is, the 27th. And I had to call DHL Commerce. I guess it goes through them after it comes into the States because it's an overseas item. And I talked to them, and basically, the only thing they could tell me was it's been lost in transit. And I'm like, well, that's kind of interesting. So I figured, well, they should be the one to be doing the reimbursement since they lost it before it even made it to the post office. And I had to call, or basically, I had to get a hold of tophatter.com. And, they say, oh, you're covered. But um, basically, if nothing comes in or within, I guess, a 40-day period, I'm like, a 40-day? I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, if an item wasn't there by the time that it states on the tracking item from, the DHL Commerce, and even DHL Commerce told me, get a hold of Top Header, find the seller, and let them know that you'd already talked to us and everything else like that. And I said, okay, fine, no problem. And so I got an email back from tophatter.com, and the only thing is they just looked at the same info that I do, but not calling anybody doesn't really resolve the problem. You have to call DHL Commerce. I even emailed them back, and they said um, nothing yet. So I'm basically waiting because the first email I got from Top Header was just saying, well, after 40 days, we'll see what happens. You're covered. We'll reimburse, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I don't think I should really have to wait 40 days. That's kind of like a ridiculous kind of warranty kind of deal they give you. You have to wait 40 days, and if there's a tracking number and it states when it was supposed to be delivered and never did, um, it kind of irks you. You know, you're expecting that item to be there at that time and it doesn't show up. And, if DHL says they lost it in transit before it even made it to the post office, I believe DHL should be the one to do the reimbursement or get a hold of the seller themselves and say, look, we lost it, don't know where it went to. And so now I've got to deal with one item that is lost in transit. And hey, Michael, what's up? Sorry, bud, missing out on the videos. I've been doing a lot of hunting. Oh, sure, doing hunting and didn't even invite me. I see how you are. That's it. I'm never going to talk to you again. Nope. I hope you're getting some good venison, or well, depends on what you been hunting for, Michael? Anything good? 8 pointers, 4 pointers, no pointers, nothing nothing in particular. You been going up to Canada still, or just hunting local? But that's all good. But yeah, so basically now I'm screwed out of an item that they don't know where it is, and basically Top Hatter will wait 40 days. They have to wait 40 days because that's the warranty policy that they have, which is insane. It's like, if something has been lost, you state it, you tell them to get a hold of VHL instead of just looking at the paperwork. Um, I believe that they should help you out. But um, sorry, I'm getting Facebook things. Missing out on those videos, but that's okay. It's all good, Michael. It's all good. Hey, Val. Loved your episode a little while ago. Hopefully you got my emails. I know I was like writing off and on about um the raid call. You know, that's what I think a lot of us need to get a hold of is doing raid call. I do it. Well, I mean, I've always been on raid call to talk back and forth with some of my friends. That one lives in North Carolina, another one lives out in Washington, and we originally started to use it for playing World of Tanks, or I mean World of Tank or World of Warships. They're two games that are pretty good. But now we just use it to talk back and forth on. It's a free site. It's www.raidcall.com. And I know when you go on the site at first, it's kind of like in Russian. And I think up in the top right hand corner, it'll ask you language. But I think that's what a lot of us should do is just go on there and uh, and talk back and forth to each other. I mean, it gives us more of ideas of what how our Facebooks are and everything. It's almost like, well, I wouldn't say a CB club. I used to have a CB club when I was younger, but a lot of us out here. I mean, heck, I still got tons of friends when I used to be on Xbox. I got friends from Canada, UK, and everything. And yeah, definitely check that out, Val. It's really good. And the MP3 rocket thing, I hope that works out. If there's any problems with that MP3 rocket thing, Val, let me know. Um, if you need any help with that, but that's a really good thing to download, MP3 rocket. I always download all my music off of there or watch. They have a couple different kind of shows on there and stuff, but it's really good. Michael, let's see. You're in the southern part of Indiana. How is it? How is it out there in Indiana? I always hear they got some really good hunting down there, but I haven't really you know talked to anybody in a long time who's actually hunted out there. But I hope the hunting's been really good for you. I know I know this summer I coming up. I definitely want to get out and do some fishing. Being I have a lot of those fishing lures. Like I was saying, after my sister's fiance passed away, he was a really nice guy. Um, and I want to hold on to a lot of his fishing lures and everything. And a lot of them I probably won't use just to hold on to, and a lot of them I will use. I mean, there's even I don't know if anybody's ever saw it or not, but I think a while ago uh, they had come out with a Marlboro or no Budweiser. Looked like a Budweiser can was actually the real, but it's a whole fishing pole setup and stuff. It's still in the package and everything. I made sure to put that up as well. But yeah, if anybody ever goes to that Top Hatter, it's tophatter.com. You just got to watch on how some of the items are being shipped. I mean, I did get one item from them. I had to get reimbursed because it was a Bluetooth speaker and didn't work. Wouldn't charge. And but I've gotten more items. I have probably 6 items coming from Top Hatter right now that I'm waiting for. I got a couple items from GearBest. I believe GearBest would come through a lot easier. I just think if Top Hatter didn't go through DHL e-commerce, um, because I've gotten items that were from overseas that were through FedEx or UPS that usually deliver to either the post office or come direct. I've never had problems whatsoever with the process of UPS or FedEx, but DHL. I mean, they probably have a good name for itself, but being this is the first time dealing with them, didn't really impress me one bit about that part, and it just kind of irks me about it through Top Hatter with the warranty deals that you actually have to wait 40 days. Even if you tell them, you know, you send in a report what had happened, this, that, and the other thing. From I guess that point. Oh, that's all right that you missed out there, Michael. It's always good to catch up tonight. I'm glad you're on, and I'm glad everybody else is on. I mean, I'm like probably just ranting and raving and just being my normal self. And that, well, I'm always normal. I don't know if I'm normal. The wife probably says different, but you know, that's that happens when you're married. But especially when you have kids too, because kids will. See, this is what happens when you have kids. See the hairline? This will disappear, guys. When you have kids and you get older, this hairline will go down your back. So by the time you when you're 60 and you go to sit on the toilet seat, it'll be warm. That's what happens. This is where this comes from. It's a gray hair dye from kids. You know, that's normal. But yeah, if anybody wants to know more about that raid call deal, um, let me know. You know, some of us get together, talk, whatever. It's free to join. It's free to have as long as you have a mic. Um, it's something that would be really cool. Oh, you got two kids grown and you got two grandsons. Oh, I bet you that's gotta be fun. Yeah, I have three kids. I have one who is 13 going on 22. Well, no, she's 14 now. Sorry. Yeah, she's 14 going on 22, which mainly that's where a lot of the gray hair comes from. Um, she lives with her mother. Um, but I have a 8-year old going on 13, and Junior is 2, gonna be 3 next month. So, but yeah, a lot of us old farts want to rant and rave. Believe me, raid call would be the best thing. It's like I say, it's free. www.raidcall.com. It does look in Russian, but over in the top right it says language. You can click and then download. But yeah, if anybody wants to know any more about that, hit me up. My email is trucker, TRUCKER 66888 at AOL.com. And you know, if any of you guys want to try out that raid call, I've already got a channel on there. One or two actually. One's for like the gaming with us old farts on there that we play. And I have one for I made up. I was thinking about a while ago for YouTube, but yeah, I'm glad everybody showed up tonight. Like I was saying, I'm just ranting and raving. Um, Probably blowing out steam because after I had talked to DHL and everything, because I was hoping that you guys could have seen that item. I mean, it was really good. And I've been wanting to put it into the Ford Escape that I just got, so I wanted to. Everybody's like, well, why did you want one? I'm like, well, you know, for where I drive, there's a lot of waterhead retards. You cannot drive. And the wife's always laughing at me because once I get in a city and there's all these idiots that can't drive, oh, look out. I think I need duct tape on me, on my mouth sometimes, the way I get going. But I think it's anybody that just sees people that can't drive, you get that, like, that's where the road rage originally first comes from, I think. But yeah, it's really interesting with me out on the road, Val. I think if I put any of my videos off of my DVR onto YouTube, I think I'd have to have like a parental control for that one. I'd have the whole new different site for that one because hoo-ha, that would not be a pretty one. But it'd be funny, but it would not be for kids to watch, that's for sure. But all right, guys, well, I'm gonna jump off of here for the night, and my eyes are getting like red from it being heavy and tired. I'm just like keep one eye open. But I got a long day tomorrow, so I hope everybody has a rest of grace of the week and just enjoys everything. And I'm glad everybody showed up. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Michael, for showing up. And hope everybody just enjoys the rest of their rest of the week and enjoy their life. I do. I try to every day. You have a good night too, Michael. Take care, guys. And I will see you on the flip side. Take care.